Dogs have been a friend of man since ancient times. During this time, people have bred many different breeds, from the smallest pocket crumbs to super heavyweights that are even bigger and heavier than wolves. So without further ado, let's take a look at the most powerful dogs on the planet. Tibetan Mastiff. Some call him the king of dogs. Indeed, he has such thick hair, especially on his neck, which makes him look like a lion, that is, the king of beasts. Despite his size, he has excellent reactions and fast running speed. Mastiffs are very fond of their owners, they love to play, they lend themselves well to training. During the day, these giants prefer to sleep, and at night they guard the house. Cane Corso. Only one kind of this dog speaks of its strength. She is a very muscular, intelligent and loyal dog. This breed was created for protection and, if necessary, is ready to fearlessly protect its owners until death. Despite this, she is very attentive and careful about small children. If cats, birds and any other pets live in the house, the Cane Corso will very quickly become their best friend. Since it has a very stable psyche and has no problems with training and submission to a person. Caucasian Shepherd Dog. A very popular breed for protection. The dog is incredibly brave and ferocious towards strangers. Not suitable for keeping in an apartment, as it is very freedom-loving and noisy, namely, it barks a lot and loudly. Also, this breed of dog tends to dominate, so the owner must be a strong and strong-willed person who will become a leader for her. Due to the thick and long coat feels great in the cold. The Pakistani Mastiff. It's just a huge dog that impresses with its gigantic size. The breed is very rare and not very common, except for India and Pakistan. It can be seen in few places. The dog is used both for protection and for fighting. The dog is very ferocious and has a complex character, so an experienced person should bring up such a dog. Also, the breed does not perceive other pets at all. German Shepherd. German Shepherds are strong, confident and determined dogs. They are fearless defenders and true friends. If the owner or property is in danger, then the shepherd will fight to the death, and for this she has enough strength and determination. Thus, German Shepherds are reliable guards, and are also actively used as working dogs. And their mind helps to perform almost any task. Also, the German Shepherd is quite furious and aggressive, but only in extreme cases, but in these cases it will not seem enough, since the bite force is strong enough. Turkish Kangal. This huge dog, originally from Turkey, can surprise you a lot. After all, the compression force of his jaw is 176 atmospheres or 1725 newtons, which is simply amazing and scary at the same time. One can only imagine in the worst dream what he can do with a person who tries to offend him. This will definitely be the last thing a person can afford in this life. Previously, the Kangal was most often used as a guardian of sheep from wild animals such as a wolf or a bear, and therefore learned to defend itself. Therefore, it is not for nothing that he has the most powerful and strong bite among other representatives of dog breeds that are not even close in this regard. So you should be wary of meeting with such a dog, or when meeting with her, behave carefully and do not provoke him to actions. In addition, it is worth noting that in ancient times it was with the Kangal that people went hunting for lions, and this is true. Therefore, it is even scary to imagine what this animal in a fit of aggression can do to a person. Also, this dog from birth has a huge distrust of absolutely everyone who surrounds it, and even the owner must earn this trust with a huge sweat and responsible attitude. Although, if the Kangal is not touched and provoked, by itself it is not capable of offending even a child, but everyone should always be afraid. Dogo Argentino. It is impossible not to adhere this unique breed. It is unique, because according to its characteristics it is a real tank, a very strong and powerful dog, and even in perfect possession of a death grip, if you cling to someone, you can't pull it away. As many as 10 different breeds of dogs were used to create the Dogo Argentino, including the famous Cordoba fighting dog, the Dogue de Bordeaux and the Irish Wolfhound. Thus, the Dogo Argentino is the embodiment of fearlessness, endurance, power and speed. The Dogo Argentino was created specifically for hunting large wild animals such as puma, jaguar and bear. This dog was created in such a way that it could not only chase the beast for a long time, but also, after the chase, engage in a fight with it. That is, the main bet was made on strength and endurance. Bull Mastiff. A large, serious and no less beautiful dog occupies a worthy place in our top. And this is not at all surprising, because the bite force of representatives of this breed of dogs can be 168 atmospheres or 1650 newtons, which even sounds more than creepy. In truth, these dogs can be very dangerous, because earlier they were most often used by rangers and responsibly guarded the forest from poachers, which made them famous all over the world. The Bull Mastiff was also often used for hunting, where he could mercilessly deal with his victim without even flinching. Naturally, such behavior does not happen just like that without a good reason for this, and the owners deliberately prepare their pet for such dirty deeds. Only a brave and strong-willed owner with vast experience will be able to find a common language with such a dog and master it. In the case of beginners or just amateurs, it is simply pointless and very dangerous. But in general, the Bull Mastiff is not prone to displaying wild aggression, but if someone already gets in his way, offends one of his relatives, or crosses his path with not the best intentions, he is able to tear to pieces instantly. Therefore, the owner of such a dog must accurately understand the seriousness and responsibility of keeping representatives of this breed of dog. Alibi. This is a very large, powerful, strong and incredibly hardy dog. It should definitely be in our today's top. After all, looking at such a large dog, you can feel only fear and fear. And thanks to the highly developed muscles, and just the ideal innate qualities of a guard, he will become the most responsible, reliable, invincible and fearless defender. Alibi needs not only an experienced and serious owner, but also certainly requires maximum training and education from an early puppy age. In addition, only patience, enough time and excellent knowledge will help to achieve results and success in this difficult task. Since representatives of this breed of dogs are very independent, calm, balanced and intelligent, they will never be scattered over trifles and act illogically. Hungarian Kuvas. The origin of these massive, woolly and very angry dogs is considered to be Hungary. The breed was bred in order to protect domestic animals, which is why they have well-developed instincts. Thanks to their evil nature, these dogs are included in our today's rating. The main feature of the breed dogs is an increased sense of their own space. Aggressive behavior of dogs is due to incorrect or complete lack of education on the part of the breeder. Caucasian Shepherd Dog. The breed of dogs was bred in the Caucasus. Representatives of this breed are aggressive, huge, and dangerous. Large shepherd dogs are distinguished by an incredible distrust of others. It is no coincidence that the main business of these dogs was the protection of the home. The angry appearance of these shaggy creatures is able to take uninvited guests away from the house. It is also worth noting that these dogs are extremely distrustful of drunk people. Therefore, a drunk person, in order to maintain his own safety, should bypass Caucasian Shepherd dogs. Pitbull. One of the most vicious and aggressive dog breeds is the Pitbull. These beauties are able to melt the heart of even the most cruel owner. However, the ferocious nature of the dogs may scare off a potential buyer. Those people who opened their home for a cute dog should think over their decision 100 times. Pit bulls were bred in the USA as fighting breeds. Believe me, angry pit bulls are able to attack and seriously injure the victim. However, pit bulls never harm their owner, on the contrary, they will spend all their strength on protecting him. Bull Terrier. Dogs with a dangerous disposition were bred in England. With their small size, four-legged animals with a lightning reaction never show aggression towards other people. Bull Terriers do not know how to share their owner with other animals. If there are any in the house, then they should be immediately placed in different rooms. Rottweiler. The Rottweiler is a very brutal dog, which, with its appearance, simply amazes with its muscles and inspires fear in many who meet it live for the first time. His muscular body looks like a real dignity and definitely only further emphasizes his special and truly beautiful appearance. The Rottweiler is considered a very dangerous pet, but this is justified information, because without proper attention, care, maintenance, training, it can be dangerous and a threat to the lives of others. Such as stubbornness, aggression, disobedience, and willfulness are also fully inherent in representatives of this breed of dogs. Only a very responsible and experienced owner will be able to properly educate him and make him a real obedient pet. Unreal strength, endurance, intelligence and ingenuity are combined in it just perfectly. The instinct of a defender and a guard allows you to react as quickly as possible to an unpleasant situation, make a decision and act immediately. After all, such a pet perfectly understands its functions, responsibilities and what it should do in a given situation. Although a cynologist would be an excellent option in order to give the dog concepts and find the right approach to it. Only he perceives all members of his family and relatives very good-naturedly, affectionately, gently, lovingly and always friendly. But, such an attitude towards strangers, and even more so, kamikaze, who threaten their lives and violate his peace and boundaries, just such, does not shine. If he is disturbed, he will obviously not only show his teeth, but also begin to act harshly and will not stop until he eliminates the offender completely. Doberman. This is a beautiful, elegant and incredibly smart dog. If we talk about the force of the bite, then it is 145 atmospheres or 1430 newtons, which is simply incredible. The pet is very alert and quick-witted, so it can always recognize danger in advance and immediately punish the offender. It's definitely not worth teasing and provoking this pet, because the reaction will be lightning fast, and the consequences will be deplorable. Doberman has very strong jaws, so if you already get into his mouth, there is definitely no way back, as well as salvation. Most often, this animal is used for service by the police, military or intelligence, where the dog shows his skills, qualities and shows himself only perfectly. In addition, representatives of this breed of dogs can be so aggressive, dangerous and cruel that you won't even blink an eye, as a pet can ruthlessly bite a person. Naturally, this happens only when the dog feels a real danger and only with special preparation for this. But, if there is no danger, he will be kind, calm and not at all aggressive. English Mastiff. English Mastiffs are real giants. They are the largest among all Mastiffs. These giants were used to guard the territory, and have a jaw force of 131 atmospheres. At the same time, these are docile pets that, with proper upbringing, can become real nannies for young children. But still, it is worth remembering that the English Mastiffs have a fighting past, and they can easily bite through the thickness of human bones. But a properly trained dog will never attack first. These huge, rather calm and balanced Englishmen will drive intruders into a dead corner and guard until the owner arrives. Wolfhounds. A mixture of a shepherd dog and a wolf-endowed wolfhounds with a specific appearance, a powerful grip of 96 atmospheres and a rather difficult character. For keeping in an apartment or in a private house without an aviary, such dogs are not suitable. Hyena Dog. The Hyena Dog lives in Africa. It is more common in Tanzania, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Botswana and Mozambique. These are pack animals belonging to the canine family, being the closest relatives of the red wolf. The hyena dog is an obligate predator, which differs from other members of the canine family. Compression of the jaws of a hyena dog 75 atmospheres. Exotic lovers take small hyena dog puppies into the house and raise them as an ordinary dog. This is quite possible, because the puppies are still quite small. But the adult is unlikely to be tamed. American Bulldog. Medium-sized dogs, have a muscular body and a very strong grip. Appearance inspires respect. Initially, the American Bulldog was bred, like many other dogs, to guard the herd. Farmers used this breed to protect their homes and households. Thanks to the jaw compression force of 72 atmospheres, dogs began to be used in battles. Animals showed phenomenal qualities, competing with even a larger rival and winning. In modern times, American Bulldogs have found their calling in the police service and in security units. American Pitbull. Pit bulls are athletic-built animals of medium size and well-developed muscles, real fighting dogs. The compression of the jaws of these dogs is 137 atmospheres. In many countries, American Pit Bulls are listed as dangerous dogs. The danger of being bitten by such a dog is that, having clenched its jaws, the pit bull will not be able to unclench them on its own. To do this, you need to use a special tool. An untrained dog becomes dangerous to other animals and even people, attacking them even without a command. If the American Pit Bull bites into the victim and tastes blood, he stops responding to external stimuli and commands from his owner. Dutch Shepherd. These are originally herding dogs that were bred in the Netherlands in the early 19th century and became especially in demand in the police service. The progenitor of the Dutch Shepherd is the Belgian Shepherd. The working qualities of these shepherd dogs are very high. The compression force of the jaws of this breed is 52 atmospheres. Dogs are loyal and obedient, lend themselves well to training, get along well with households, small children and other animals. In conclusion, the following can be said. Most dogs that naturally have a strong grip and bite power are not dangerous. This is due to the awareness of most owners. Knowing what kind of dog they get, all the forces are directed to the correction of behavior and training. It is also necessary to understand the fact that it is not only the force of compression of the jaws of animals that matters. The ability of the animal to keep its jaws in tension is also indicative. This is why Staffordshire Terriers and American Pit Bulls are considered the most dangerous. The strength of their jaws is not the same as, for example, that of the leaders of the list, Turkish Kangals. Are also inferior to English Mastiffs, Wolfhounds and Rottweilers, but there are much more cases of attacks on people with sad consequences in the track record of American Pit Bulls. The thing is, excessive aggression and a developed instinct of killers. When bitten, the pit bull does not defend or try to scare. The main purpose of a dog of this breed is to kill.